Hello everyone, welcome to Elliott Wave Forex.com YouTube channel. My name is Henry and today is Tuesday, June the 1st. The time is around 2 a.m. GMT. Today we're gonna be looking at the chart of the pound dollars, right? This is GBPUSD cable 30 minutes chart. We can see right here we ended with 2 at 1.409. Since then we have started to rally higher and so what that means is we are currently within wave 3 in the minor degree and subdivided into another 5 waves in the lower degree here. So we end with 1 minute degree here, wave 2 here. Then we are on the way up now in the wave 3 of 3. Alright, in the wave 3 of 3. So plenty of upside left according to discount. And as long as the pullback stays above 1.409 here, we could see further upside in the pair. Okay. So I think the shorter cycle is pretty simple, straightforward, basically looking for more upside as long as we stay above 140.90. Now let's take a look, zooming out a little bit to get a much better idea what we are dealing with here. Now remember, this is a wave 2 here in the minor degree. Let me go to the 4-hour chart, zooming out a bit. So I'm putting here the wave 2 here, and this is the wave 1. So I think this 1 and 2 here is in fact a cycle that started from April 12th, right? April 12th, 2021. Now I think the only issue, a little bit issue with discount here is the fact that now you can label this, for example, 1 2 3 4 5 here, 1 2 3, or let's put it here, 3 4 5, and then this is sort of 5 waves ending with 1, and then this your wave 2. Your wave 2 here is quite shallow if it is really a correction of the cycle from April, right? It looks very shallow, which is so that means it is possible that we might be within the same cycle still. In other words, that this is actually your 3 and 4, and then this new high is part of the wave 5 to end this cycle here from April. So that's the only possible issue. Now, but then even if you assume we are within the wave 1, you can see this move here so far is only 3 swings so far. So that means even so, even if it is less aggressive view, shorter cycle looks to be missing a few more high. I mean, you need to have 5 ways up from here. You got 1 2 3, so you need a 4 and a 5 to finish this, and then you need a 4 and a 5 to finish this one. So it seems like even with the less aggressive view, you need around 2 more highs before potentially then the alternate can play out and it ends the cycle. So you still have a divergence at the moment here in the 4-hour chart. Let's go down to the 1 hour and check to see if there is a divergence. Now the 1 hour is also, there is a slight divergence here. Let me zoom out. Okay, so you can see this is the high and this is where we are. So we still have a divergence, right? So in other words, as long as we still have a divergence, this alternate count is a possibility that we are not yet starting with 3 like this. Alright, but we are still within the same cycle from April before we got to pick a pullback and then higher again. But until then, despite the possible alternate, like I said, shorter cycle seems incomplete from here. So so then we should be looking for further upside, couple more, okay, before potentially ending the cycle. Okay, so again, right here we should be getting a few more high here. Not sure why the count changes, but it should be something like this, right? 1 2 1 2 3 4 5, that will end only 3 here, and then you got a 4 and a 5, something like this, right? So that's what we are looking at. We should be extending higher now in the pound dollars, at least in the shorter cycle, and possibly could even extend in a more aggressive way. Now let me show you one more thing here after I fix this a little bit, and which is the weekly, right? The weekly outlook. Now this one without any label, but it gives you some ideas where we are with the cable. If you take a look at the weekly, again, there's no count here. We do have a full count in our time frame in our member area. If you do want to check our service, we have 14 days free trial, and the link is provided in the description of the video. Now take a look at this weekly chart here. If you are just a trader that use trend line, basic trend line, so on, you can see here it has a major breakout here, major breakout, because it's a multi-year basing pattern here from 2018, right? So it's 3 years basing pattern here breaking, so it looks like a inverse head and shoulders type. It has retested back then in April this year, and it held and then rally again. It's soon gonna be breaking higher again. So this, usually when you have such a major breakout, it tends to be very trending, very impulsive. So that means you cannot really fully discount the idea this is a shallow connector, and it really is gonna extend very rapidly to the upside. Now imagine if this is really 1-2, technically we can very impulsively extend higher, like a 1, 2, 3 here, and it can quickly go higher to like 146, for example, which is like a 400 pips on the upside. Now of course it's not going to happen overnight, but it should be pretty impulsive regardless. Okay, so again, I think this view here suggests this view suggests no matter what, in the next few months or few weeks, it's gonna basically go to the upside, and don't try to sell or anything like that, in my opinion, and only look for opportunities to buy in the dips with this type of outlook here. And shorter cycle again should be extending higher against 140.90 here. Okay, so I'll see you all again tomorrow then, and have a nice day, everyone.